Welcome to this video, a short introduction to TraceEval. Basically, the main motivation is to enable market participants to have a more informed and effective influence on resource allocation. Resources typically end up in the hands of those with lots of money. The goal is to help moderate the resulting imbalance in market influence. Ideally, all market participants would have measurable influence on how resources are allocated. We argue that the imbalance is mostly driven by the underlying currency system design. Historically, this design, limiting who can issue currency and guaranteeing its acceptability, made sense. It is hard to think of other system design that was possible in the absence of modern technology. Under this design, the dominant strategy is, arguably, to get as much money as possible as soon as possible. These current market dynamics attract proposals for reasonable alternative incentives. Essentially, this picture to the left, to encourage resource allocation towards those who engage in sustainable work. So, given this goal of transforming market dynamics, a question comes to mind. Can the same underlying currency design produce a different market dynamic? This certainly has been tried and is being tried. For example, rules and regulations have been set to improve working conditions and the environment. There is also the fair trade approach of encouraging consumers to avoid sellers that are not socially and ecologically responsible. In TraceEval, we'd like to try something different, something more fundamental that gets closer to the root of the problem. TraceEval inverts the core design of money. Instead of limiting who can issue currency, it encourages a diversity of currency issuers. On the flip side, instead of guaranteeing the acceptability of money, TraceEval prohibits such guarantees. And with this proposed design, the incentive becomes to convince market participants to accept self-issued currency, money that represents sustainable value. Let's pause and question the design assumptions. Is this design feasible? Will it lead to the expected results? On the first question, the answer is yes, it is technically feasible. We have created a traceable wallet that allows any registered users to establish a currency brand. How about the assumption on the dominant strategy that should emerge? This expectation implies the feasibility of real-time currency evaluation, which in turn requires data science techniques. TraceEval needs automated advisors that are somewhat like Google, but for deciding which currency brands to accept instead of which web pages to visit. And finally, will participation in the TraceEval ecosystem really lead to a change in market dynamics? To get an answer, TraceEval will require researchers and developers to provide metrics and evaluation tools. These tools will involve handling big data, including collection, processing, analysis, and visualizations. Please help us establish a data-driven currency ecosystem. In the next video, we will show you how to get started using a traceable wallet. Thanks for watching.